Hello, welcome back to Laura's Cozy Corner. Yesterday didn't do much, but did a lot of door dashing. The only thing that I had done was went through a stack of my files and getting my tax information together to file my taxes. So I've got a few more files to go through, but I didn't get to it today because I was too busy getting sidetracked, which is what mommies do, right? But I started working in here in my mudroom. I don't know if it might be too dark now, but I organized this whole entire room with what was in here first and stacked it up back in here nice and neat. Moved all my water jugs over here underneath the shelving, and moved 2 big bags of walnuts that was sitting here. If you leave walnuts that are not whole, it'll leave walnut stain. Yay! And then all my little pumpkins, my 2 pumpkins rotted, sitting in here in this cold room where there's no heat. And all those little bitty gourds that I had standing up against my wall a long time ago, if you remember. I took them out, put them out underneath my compost. I took the 2 pumpkins that were rotting and put them in places that I don't care for them to replant. So I put one big one, the one that had all the knots on it, I put it over in the back corner where Parker's little play gym is. So maybe if that busts and some seeds fall on the ground, we'll have a few plants back there. And then I have the other pumpkin between the truck and the building over by my chicken coop, on top of where Poké and Dot are buried. My 2 hens, my beginning hens. So maybe we'll have some pumpkins there. I don't know. And the little gourd things, I'm gonna bust up every so often and dig out the seeds. And whatever seeds I don't get, they'll plant there, hopefully. But I'll dig out some of the seeds and give them to Red and her coop. So out here, since we don't have drywall up yet, and that's gonna take some time, I needed some kind of organization, right? So I went ahead and got the hooks that I'm going to get for our coat racks and repurposed one of our coat racks we already had. And then some another rack that I found to put our keys up and hats and things. And it looks a lot nicer out here. I've put a couple of chairs here so we can sit down to take our shoes off if needed. I also got I had one of these somewhere and I washed it up real good. And I have the toboggans in here, gloves in here, and scarves in there. Just trying to have a nice mudroom setup here. And this is an old milk crate, and it's divided down in there. So I decided to put our umbrellas in there. Another thing I done too was got a rack to hang up my mops and brooms so I'm not tripping over them in my floor in the kitchen. But I was working on bringing my shoe stuff in here, my shoes, and I'm going to put them underneath this window. But my hip stepped outside too many times. It's weird, I know. But I went to go get us a bite to eat. We went to McDonald's. Oh well. But I stepped down off this step, and there went my, I guess, sciatic hip thing. I don't know. But it had a catch in my left hip. This morning we didn't go door dashing because Hank had a head cold, and he's my driver. So we stayed home. And then I guess this evening we'll have to skip DoorDash because of my hip. Getting in and out of the car is not a good thing. So with that happening, it was time for mommy to rest. Or shall I say cat mom. rest. Like my shirt. Got it for Christmas from Hank, my husband. But I wanted to show you guys something else I've been working on when I have to set. I'll come over here. I dug up this lamp and put it by my chair. Since my Christmas tree is gone, it's bare over here. I've been cold. But this is what I've been working on for my Parker. He asked to have some kind of bag that put over your shoulder for his games and stuff. His DS and his Nintendo Switch. And I said, well, what about this bag and this bag? He said, I don't know where they're at. So, when we went through his stuff, I haven't seen it yet, but he's into Pokemon now. So, he asked for a Pokemon bag. And he was wanting to get a backpack or something. I said, you know what? I'll just make you one. So, here I am crocheting and going off my brain. I have no pattern or anything. I'm just starting out and I'm just doing it. And so this is going to be the front side and this is going to be the back side of my bag. I got a big zipper that I'm going to, after I attach these two, put a big zipper on here for him. And then on the inside, this is what I'm working on. So before I put them together, on the inside he's asked for some pouches. So I've got a DS pouch here. Made a pouch. I just put his DS in. And made a pouch to put his charger in. I just now put that on there just now. Boy, that's hard too. But I gotta still weave this in and cut it off. And then here across the top, I'm gonna have places for little game cartridges. If I can get his game cartridge out here. So he can have a few games up in here too. And then on the other side, we're gonna change the color of the pouches to red, I think. And the red side will be the Nintendo Switch side. So I'm just measuring and crocheting the size and then attaching it to the inside on this side. And then I'll attach the two together and put a strap on it. So I'm excited. So that's the project I'm on right now. It's always good to have an outside project, an inside project, and a project maybe you got to set. Another thing I need to start working on too is garden season's coming up. So my garden is not ready, but I need to start looking at and thinking about that stuff. So while I was door dashing, I went to my notes, my notepad on my phone, and started just spewing out everything I was thinking about in my brain, you know. So I wrote down every single thing, all the vegetables that we eat, okay, that I could grow. And then beside it, I would write how to preserve it, like canned, frozen, dried, whatever. Just getting it out on paper. For me, getting things out on paper helps like lift that burden off your shoulders. You're not thinking about it constantly, you know. It's less anxiety for me. And on my notepad, I've got like little circles beside each vegetable or fruit. So when I plant it, then I can go and check it and it'll move down to the bottom of the list. So I know that I got that done. So I've even went as far as, you know, like tomatoes, you could have tomato juice. So I wrote juice, salsa, tomato paste, Ooh, I need to write down spaghetti sauce and pizza sauce. I need to write those down. So, you know, just stuff like that. If you all think about those kind of things, you just write it down, jot it down, and then it's not on your mind and you're not worried about it. If you hear Parker in the background, he's on his VR. So, this is a short video today, but just letting you know what's happened in the past couple days. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. You know, let me know what you think about my homemade Pokeball bag. All right, guys, we'll let you go. Bye.